Oh my
There
God.
he
This
is.
guy says he's going to do it.
I'm
and
not
yet
totally inept.
He says he's going to do it, and he doesn't even do it. Unbelievable.
He tried. He tried his best.
Yeah. Welcome to SHL Tonight. I'm your host, Ace. Alongside me, my wonderful co-hosts, Nike, Hiff. How are you guys doing?
Well, just in the spirit of the evening, I think I'm doing all right. Could be better. Could have hit the nail on the head, but I just missed it.
You know, in the spirit of the evening, I'm doing pretty good too. But
You've had a lot of spirits this evening.
I've had a few spirits, yeah, in this evening.
Oh, we are picking it up. It is a Friday night SHL Tonight, certainly.
Of all the Fridays, this is one of them for sure.
Well,
I didn't get time to put on my jersey for the Nashville or anything. Everybody's like, "Oh, let's just do it. Send it. This will be fun."
You were here for like a solid 10 minutes before. You could have done it.
I mean,
yeah, I was trying to prep Nike to run it so I didn't have to, and then everybody's like, "Oh, you're just gonna do it anyway." So I put on my goalie mask and I'm just locking in.
We've been here for 20 minutes. I still haven't figured it out. This is not anybody that's
StreamYard is not user friendly.
Anybody who's doing a Discord
Are you
with me
kidding me?
just know.
StreamYard is like the easiest streaming platform there is.
No,
for normies.
No, the easiest streaming platform is just setting up the webcam in your washroom. Very simple.
That's not true. I strongly.
I don't even know how to respond to that. That feels like I'm going to jail for that.
I'm legal.
Yeah, but it's just setting up a camera in your washroom is not a good idea. Period.
Well, you never know.
I may always be wearing this fresh. That's correct. Yeah.
You're behind the bar at work rocking the goalie mask is what I'm hearing.
I mean, my clients do love it when I put on the mask. Nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask.
Does that make S Fresh Robin or?
Especially at Pickup Puck, right? Pickup Puck, you put on the mask.
You merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it, molded by it.
We are 2 minutes in and we are off the rails.
It's a tight ass band, dude. Respect.
Honestly, I tried to back out. You guys made this happen. I tried. This is your fault.
Just when I think I'm out, Nike and HFFO pull me back in.
Oh boy.
All right, Ace, what are we gonna do tonight? What are we gonna talk about?
Tonight, Nike's host. So Nike.
I've got the reins here.
Power rankings.
We do have some wonderful power rankings. We're gonna kind of set the table here a little bit for the upcoming SHL season, which is
we'll probably have the preseason happen during the stream, so we can see the results as it's happening.
That's a great point. Yes, we are gonna have the preseason that Nashville is gonna do. Oh, they're gonna play some games.
They will get multiple games played.
Of all the teams that are there, they're gonna play some of them. So that'll be fun.
Did you get your lines in, each of you?
I did. Yeah.
After all my complaining, I did manage to do it in the last 30 minutes.
Do your lines look like complete shit too, or is it just mine?
Nope, just yours.
I mean, that's normal for us.
Yeah.
So, season 83, we have a D pair from season 83 making their debut for Nashville.
Yeah, two garbage users. I heard just. Terrible people.
Just terrible people. Just awful people in general, for sure. Appeal shit show. Yeah. We can talk.
Well, I mean, the spirit of the evening, we got to talk about the appeal, right?
I mean, what is HL going to do? Fire us?
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll find out. The guy that made this whole thing a thing is gone now. So Frenchie's stepping down. So it is what it is. Anyways, power rankings. Let's get started with that.
These are Slicer's power rankings.
Slicer. Shout out Slicer. Appreciate you putting the work in, buddy. Apparently, a riveting ESPN update just happened on my phone.
Probably someone on my fantasy team got hurt.
Probably. Yeah, there it is. Slicer's here. Yep, big time shout out, Slicer. So let's go ahead and break that down here. So we've got some great insights here on power rankings going into the preseason. It's going to take into account the performance last year, plus some movement on the roster.
Some TPE rankings.
Yeah, TPE rankings, all that good stuff. So what we'll go ahead.
It doesn't take into account that Nike's a terrible coach, though, so that's not factored in.
That's a good point, Hif. I mean, that's why we have you on the show, is to bring in that riveting analysis.
Dynamite drop in, Monty.
Exactly.
Does this work? Do we not do this? I don't remember what we do.
Yeah, we're not supposed to do that. You're giving out all the trade secrets, Nike. Unbelievable.
This is why you can't put me in charge of anything.
I tried one time, and you guys didn't even let me leave, and then everything is just falling apart. Unbelievable. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run through 1 through 10, and I don't have my glasses on, so because I'm old and I can't.
I feel like one of you sent them. Where's the link for it?
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
This will work. This looks good, right? Look in the camera.
Fantastic. 12 out of 10.
Yeah, super sexy. All right, so we're gonna start off with, oh god, the glasses fell down. That's not good. So we're gonna start off with number 1, and that is going to be the Edmonton Blizzard. And I'm gonna send it over to Nike to make some comments about why the Blizzard are number 1 to start off the season.
I think if you look at last year, I think if you look at the team construction, there's not a lot of conversation here. Like, it's just the best roster in the league, probably by far. So,
last season it was probably the best roster in the league, and they moved Spidey for basically the same person, Bailey, and also acquired Journeyman on the blue line instead.
Correct.
So they basically become fairly significantly better while having players growth, and I don't think they had anyone in regression outside of like Dominic Winters. So
right, and Spidey would have been in regression, but not on the roster.
They moved him to Minnesota and replaced him with Bailey, who was in regression as well, but there's like 100 TP difference, and they added a 1,700 TP defenseman.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a great assessment of number 1, Edmonton. Number 2, we have the Seattle Argonauts. Why is Seattle number 2, Nike?
I mean, I think it's kind of the same story. It's a really, really good roster. Probably the deepest defensive core in the league, I think. I think if you look at analytics, they have the top TP by defenseman in the league. Again, it's just like the top of the West is kind of crazy stacked, but the bottom of the West is not so crazy stacked. So like these top 3 teams really in the West are probably going to rack up a ton of wins. So not surprising to see Seattle and Edmonton here in the top 2.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a lot of internal growth. Shadow Phoenix is a tremendous player they have on their team. One of the elite players in the league. Pinley, Switchbang, some other names I can't think of at the time. Oh, they got Squid. How could I forget Squidwardo Tentacles? One of the greatest names in league history. But yeah, great internal growth, great users, lots of chemistry. But yeah, it's a fantastic roster, and I'm excited to see where they're going. Hopefully, they got to contend with Edmonton, and they kind of got stuck on them. Same with Chicago in the past couple of seasons, but maybe they can pull their way out, hit a finals.
Well, is it difficult looking so jovial all the time?
Honestly, it doesn't reflect my internal self, because like I'm always angry and like anhedonic, and then my face is smiling like this. So it's just a contradiction of contradictions.
Fair enough. All right. So number 3, we have another team. I'm going to send it over to Hif to talk about number 3.
Yeah, number 3. I don't know if I agree with this one, because as I mentioned earlier, they have a terrible coach.
Poor management team.
Yeah, pretty poor management team. The Chicago Syndicate, I think like the mob might have paid some people to get them boost in the rankings a bit here. Don't know how you see them over teams like Atlanta, but whatever. Well, I'll digress here. They were tied for 3rd with Seattle in the regular season, and similar position. Lots of internal growth with some great veterans like Slicer, Alexandros Mograine. They've got 2 really young, good goaltenders in Alvar Gilgalad and I'm blanking on the McKenzie
Florence
name.
Emily McKenzie.
Yes, lots of. I read the gay media and forgot the name. I don't know. But yeah, they've got great goalies. They call it the gay media. I can say that.
It's the best goalie tandem in the league, my opinion.
Sure, if goalie tandems mattered, it would be number 1, 100%. But yeah, they've got like a great young core. This is like their timeline, so they're looking really strong. And these, like, the West has these 3 teams as juggernauts, and honestly, maybe New Orleans as like a really strong top 4. And yes, it's a really strongly constructed roster. Excited to see my boy Matty J put up some points this season too. But yeah, fantastic. Come up, and I'm excited to see what the peak of it looks like. Maybe a Challenge Cup coming back to Chicago.
Please, for my sake.
It doesn't happen that way. Just telling you.
Oh, anti-Doncic? No, anhedonic means I don't enjoy anything and I'm never happy.
Number 4.
I'm pro Doncic. I'll put that one on the record.
Number 4, we have the Atlanta Inferno. Nike, what do you have on Atlanta?
Challenge Cup champions? Like, how did we get to 4 and just get to Atlanta is really the question. I'm not sure. I mean, top team for a number of seasons. Mikul and Hot Dog finally got that cup. I mean, that the question is, they were number 2 to end the season last season. They won the cup.
I think it's also clear that, like, in terms of coaching, there are 2 teams that are a clear cut above the rest, and they were the 2 teams that were in back-to-back Challenge Cup finals. So this is one of them, which is a pretty significant advantage to bring up. They clearly have a really strong understanding of FHM.
So I have a very important question in the chat that I have to address. Ace, can I ask why you chose to go with a cage over the cat eye? And I'll answer that with the fact that this is my youth hockey mask that I've had since I was 12, and I didn't have a choice. This is what
you're telling me that your head is the same size now as it was when you were 12 years old, because that's a scary thought.
I stripped out all the padding in this mask, and it just fits over my head now because I pulled out all the padding.
So. I don't know. I'm still imagining like a Lego head running around on a small child's 100%. Body at 12 years old.
You look like Rashford's picture, exactly.
Not too far off. I mean, when you have a brain capacity like me, not a lot going on, you can fit a lot in a little. So
you can fit so much extra knowledge in this bad boy, because
this bad boy can fit so many slurs. I'm just kidding. Number 5, we have the New England Wolfpack.
We just talked about coaching.
I said HIF, not Nike. So
go ahead.
Talked about coaching, and I mean, if there's one team you could talk about coaching, Luke is probably, like, outside of those top 2, probably like the top guy. I'd say remaining. He's fantastic. Always has a great team. Consistently has top talent coming, even though he picks late in the draft. Develops users fantastically. Tremendous scouting. Knows what to look for in a user and help them achieve that. Constantly a contender, and it's a testament to Luke and his management team and the culture they've been built in New England. And the roster remains good again.
Yeah, I agree.
Average Boston
fan. So you may not know this, but before you become a Boston fan, you actually have to fill out an application, and the application asks you what your favorite slur is. And I passed, so I got that going for me. Nike, what do you have? Speaking of Boston, New England Wolfpack, number 5. What do you have?
We just did New England. Let's go to 6.
I mean, you didn't. HIF did. I want to hear your take on New England.
I mean, coaching, all the things that HIF just said, right? Like, they always put together a good roster.
I didn't leave you much. I'm sorry.
they got bounced early last year. I mean, that was the one thing. It was like, I think a lot of people had them going on a deep run, and as we get down the list, we may see the team that spurred them from their deep cup run last season.
Yep. Agreed. Number 6, and I'm kind of surprised by this one. Number 6 has the Manhattan Rage. I'm going to send it over to Nike. What are your thoughts on the Rage being selected number 6?
I think for me, like, the performance of that team last year after losing some pretty big pieces in the expansion draft is a great nod to, like, they had a great core but hadn't quite put it together, I think, before the expansion draft. And last year, despite losing some pieces, that core and some of the chemistry that they built up actually ended up showing out. And so I think they're probably a step or 2 higher maybe than I would have them just based on roster composition, but it seems like they found a little bit of chemistry in the right mix last season, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them have another 90-ish point season, 80 to 90 point season, and be in the mix come playoff time.
So there may be some ragers in the chat who can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe their player Bredier took over the coaching role last season, and it caused a significant boost in their performance. I think he was working with some members of like QCC, and just got picked up a bevy of sim knowledge, and it significantly helped Manhattan finally utilize that tremendous TPE amount they've had. And they had a absolutely fantastic season. The acquisition of Chris as well went from Minnesota to Manhattan.
Yep.
Pretty cheap pickup, but he played very well for him. They definitely overperformed my expectations, but my expectations for Manhattan prior to the season were always rock bottom. So it was really nice to see them do really well last year, and I hope it continues.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it goes with the whole managerial transfer with Koa stepping down and the new GM stepping in.
I don't know if we have a new GM named yet.
I don't think we do yet, at least that I've seen. So that'll be interesting to monitor. And whether that new GM comes in and wants to make their own impact known on that roster and do some transitional type stuff. So at number 7, we have the Philadelphia Forge. Nike, what do you have on the Forge?
I mean, I think it's a team that's on the other side of regression, but again, like still has a roster that can compete, probably right exactly where I'd have them in that like 6, 7, 8, 9 range, probably like somewhere in that ballpark. The East, some of these top teams in the East are starting to get a little bit older. I think that there's a little bit more parity in the East generally. So as you start to shake out these teams, I think it's more likely that you're going to find those teams that have been together longer, that have rosters that been together for quite a while, are going to probably overperform for an extra season or two as the new teams start to pick up some of that legacy growth themselves. So I think Philadelphia is one of those teams that like they could shake out at the end of the year, right at the top of the pack and take another crack at the can. And they've got plenty of loyalists, I think, in that locker room who like to be a part of the Forge organization. And so it seems like every season or two they end up with like an Albaran loading back up and ending back up on the roster, even though he's just retired. So I mean, I think this is right where I'd have him.
I will say, I think if you're looking purely at roster composition, which I feel like we've done prior to this selection, it seems a bit wild not to have like Montreal in this spot or near this spot. I'd also probably have like New Orleans maybe here, bumping them, from their spot to here. They're always a tremendously strong team, high chemistry, well coached. But I think just if it seems we're looking purely at roster composition and past season performance, I think they're maybe a little overranked slightly here, but you can't question what they're doing. They've always been a very good roster and always a contender.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, Philadelphia is always there for a reason. So, moving on, we have number 8, the New Orleans Specters. So we had, I think Hiff mentioned that he was kind of surprised New Orleans maybe wasn't here.
I think I'd have him above Philadelphia is what I would say.
Yeah. What about New Orleans is so compelling to you?
They took Edmonton to 7 games last year. One of 2 teams to do that. The other one being the Challenge Cup champions. Didn't complete it, but Joe's been around a long time. He knows the league. They consistently have a strong roster of youth and veterans that are combining in. Similar to Luke, maybe not quite as strong or prevalent consistently as Luke does, but it's a similar vibe where he's been there a while and been consistent. And the people who play in New Orleans love Joe and what he does and always want to go back. So yeah, I think it's a great spot. I think he's doing excellent work, and I look forward to seeing how they do in the West this season.
I think I'm excited for New Orleans' roster. I'm really excited to watch Blade Hunter this season because Blade Hunter in the playoffs was insane for that series against Edmonton. I think Blade Hunter had like 5+ goals in that series. If I remember watching The Sims, I was like, again, Blade Hunter.
You might like Blade Hunter, but I want to see the rookie Optimus Autonomous.
What?
My boy, the Surreal, coming up this season. Optimus Autonomous.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good call.
He's a lot of people's pick for Rookie of the Year if you check the award predictions.
Haven't looked at that yet. What do those do?
Yep. They give you TPE. You wouldn't understand. You're a defenseman.
I'm too old for TPE.
Any other thoughts on New Orleans before we move on?
No, I think excited to see what they do this year. It's a solid roster for sure.
All right, number 9, Hamilton Steelhawks.
This one's overranked. Overrated, overranked. I don't know why they're here. I need Slicer to type his rationale because I got nothing.
I
mean, to be fair, his notes literally say this might get me crucified.
It is immediately.
Yeah, these are Slicer's rankings, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, my first response back when he sent me the link to his power rankings is like, where's Montreal and why is Hamilton there? Like those, we should probably just put them. Probably just like figure that math out.
But even Alex is like, "Yo, chill, bro."
They've had a bevy of talent they've been developing for a while. They took James first overall. They got Darth Davin, Jag, Alex is a player himself, enlightened centrist. Some other people in Hamilton allegedly, but they've had a lot of high picks, a lot of great talent developed. But as well, I assume Halsey is still there, helping with coaching and FHM knowledge, as he's got just a wealth of FHM knowledge himself. And Alex has built a strong core. It's very young, and I'm excited to see where they're going. They've been on the upswing. Again, I don't think I'd have them in my top 10 or 9. But I can see the potential there, and I'm excited to see it play out.
I'm more impressed by the fact that you have memorized all the people on all of these teams. I have a hard enough time keeping track of my own roster.
To be fair, I couldn't name you my backup goalie right now. Does that count?
Your own backup goalie?
Yeah, I just put them in the lineup today. I couldn't tell you what their name.
But that's because you don't have the best goalie tandem in the league.
Incorrect. I have Tanner Pitts, who's basically IA, and he's on a golfing trip right now. And I have B Fine's wife. Beat that.
You know every person that's on every other team, but you don't even know who's on your team.
I know my team, just not my backup goalie.
That's your team.
10? How about number 10?
Number 10, we got the Tampa Bay Barracuda. This is Spook took them over, I believe, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. We got 2 new GMs at the exact same time, and I confused them. It was LA, and they're both teal too, so that just pissed me off. But yeah, they're a team that was really strong for a long time. Made 2 finals, but they're fairly deep in the regression at this point. Definitely on the older end. They were locking down a top 4 spot before, but now they're on the tail end, just because the TP is gone. And it's kind of like a veteran team hanging onto his last legs, kind of like the Toronto Maple Leafs. But yeah, they could go up or down. They're pretty flexible with where they could go. This is kind of just like there was no other team that kind of secured this spot, so we kind of I feel like Slicer threw in Tampa. Having like the past 2 teams over Montreal feels like a little bit of a slight directed at CK, but yeah, Tampa's, they had a great team. Congrats to DK for his long run as the Tampa GM and COA earlier. Congrats to both of them. But
just wait until you find out that Montreal isn't even the team that just missed. They're not even good enough to just miss. That is the Denver Glacier Guardians.
In fairness,
and
Denver had a great season last season.
Denver had a great first
2/3.
Yeah,
okay.
2/3. They hit the trade deadline. They moved Ty, and they died. They literally just disappeared. I don't know if it's a chemistry thing or just like that 2K player was so vital to their performance, but they just fell off a complete cliff once they moved Ty.
I mean, I think it's a fun team to watch, especially in the West, which is like wide open after the first 3 teams, maybe 4 if you include New Orleans.
I'd say it's 4. I think New Orleans is a pretty solid lock. They've been that for like 3 seasons at this point. What I will say is that when you say it's wide open, except for those teams, it's like, what does that mean? Because like you're stuck behind them. Like, you're locked. You're not going to get past them with your current.
There's 4 spots there in the playoff picture that are wide open.
I know. I got the last one there last season.
But yes, I think like I'm surprised Montreal's not in here based solely on roster composition.
Just roster alone. I do think that they retired both their GM players, even though they were like 1900 TP or something. But they still signed the co-GM, Ben Patchy, but they didn't sign GM's son, Campa Killer. So he's not on the roster this season, as far as I remember. I don't know if it was a cap issue thing or anything.
Interesting.
I don't know. There's a few cap penalties floating out there. Do we want?
I don't think they had one. I don't think they had one. I think it was just internal growth. But yeah, there were some cap penalties.
Few cap penalties.
As a league-sanctioned podcast, we are not going to be talking about
there's probably a couple of goalies that'll play extra games this year.
I don't know what teams would have that going on. Kind of incompetent.
Just teams with immense skill issues. That's what I heard.
Just teams with giant.
All right. So, so GM to GM, how does that happen?
So I'll tell you about our story, how it happened.
Can I laugh?
So what happened?
Yes, he's wearing his goalie mask at the moment.
So what happened was, for Nashville, I'll speak to specifically, and it was a situation where I have always, ever since I got my shit handed to me on Cup Finals, I said I'm never handling tactics. I'm never doing it. And I always had somebody that was handling tactics for me. And then I get an expansion team, and I'm like, well, shit, like I have to suddenly, unless I find somebody else that can do tactics for me, that's now my responsibility.
Just to hold up, I want to clarify. He drafted Jeffy here, just as a segue. Jeffy does tactics, but go on.
He's supposed to do tactics. Jeffy is supposed to. Yeah. He's very busy, apparently. And I also drafted Wally in the expansion draft, who told me he was going to do tactics, but Wally's disappeared. That guy's fucking gone. God, this is a leak. Why did you guys make me do this? Like, why? Why did you make me do this? I said I didn't want to do this. You guys are saying I had to do it, and now I'm fucking saying shit I shouldn't say. God damn it. Fuck. All right.
It was a simple goalie question, and you started on this long circuitous route.
So what I'm saying is I was supposed to have other people that does this stuff for me, and I had to do it. Free Wally. Yeah. Wally's free. He's been free for like 3 months now at this point. Okay. All right. So I had to do it. And I went in and I had everything set up properly in the file. And then I went in and I looked at the index. In my infinite wisdom, I saw that my backup goalie had 15 games played. And my starting goaltender is chasing legacy records. Rebecca Montaigne. Orbiting Death is the username. They have a really, really good career going. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, the backup's already played 15 games. Like, let me go ahead and go back into the file and make sure that you have the rest of the games played, because I want to do right by you. And what that ended up doing is there's a difference between games played and games started, and I didn't realize that in the fucking file, not the file, in the portal. And I was like, oh, we're good now. And we were not, in fact, good. And I missed 3 backup goalie game starts.
So
and
had you not set your goalies at the start of the season?
I did indeed.
But he changed it afterwards because he's like, oh shit, 15 games played.
Correct. I went in afterwards retroactively. I'm like, well, fuck. Like, I don't know what happened, but my backup goalie has played 15 games. Let me go back and change it to make sure my starter has the rest of these games, because he's trying to get as many wins as possible.
Here's the thing. I will be the first one to defend, like, trying to count the number of games that your backup goalie is assigned for in FHM 10 is like a nightmare, because the text is literally this big.
That's why you just do first 12 games, done.
Well, okay.
Easy.
If some of us are trying to, like, do matchups and things like that, but
okay, but you don't do it well anyway, so why try?
What? I won 49 games last season.
That's it? with that roster in the West? You played Minnesota 8 times.
I beat Edmonton 6 times too, and then blew that one
How'd
up
that
in the
work for you?
playoffs.
Yeah.
So it turns out we can't play a single game.
So the first thing that came out after that happened was somebody messaged me. They're like, I know you're appealing, and like it's not going to come out to the way that you want it to be, like for whatever reason. Maybe the spirit of the rule wasn't quite as where it needs to be. It wasn't quite. I didn't write 12 pages in my.
You should have sent the movie Spirited Away. I think that would have helped.
I should have. But they were like, well, why don't you just like sign an IA goalie that has like 750 TP and just like make your goalie that's supposed to be the starter who has less TP play all of those games that are supposed to be played as the backup. And I was like, that's a good point. Like I should probably just do that. But
you ran out of cap space?
No, I had plenty of cap space. I could get wild. But in the spirit of the integrity of the league, I am always a league man. What can I say? I have always been somebody that wears the SHL right here on my heart. That's not the intent of the rule. So that's how I conducted myself. Hip was always kicking my ass.
I literally pulled out of the IA bids because he overbid on everyone I bid on, and I just signed a fucking like 400 TP player.
I'll confirm that Hip is more than willing to do that. I messaged him. I'm like, will you please not bid against me about my IA like shitter? Like
I got a bunch of cap.
Hif might be the only other GM that's ever bid against me in an IA bidding.
Yeah, fuck you
situation.
Guys.
I was just giving you credit about pulling out and being respectful, and now Nike's like, fuck this guy.
I'm with 01. Honestly.
Look, it's either I bid on IAs or I pay Fanto money, and nobody wants Fanto to have money.
That's a good point. Yeah, nobody wants Fanto.
I think it's just that you want everybody else to do the IA research for you to figure out who the best potential.
No, that's what I get my co-GM to do. I say, who are the good IAs, and then he doesn't check for me, so I just go in the IA bids.
Right. So you don't want to do the work. Your co-GM also doesn't want to do the work. So
I do some things.
I'm just saying. You're just like, somebody posted something that ought to be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your point?
All right, what else do we have to talk about? God.
We got our honorable. Well, we did our honorable mention, didn't we?
Yes, Denver.
Yeah,
and we didn't talk about Montreal.
Montreal should be on this list. Let's just throw that out there. At Slicer.
I think they're washed.
Did the portal file get updated?
Can you be washed if you never were?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they have bats in Alabama.
No sim yet.
Where else do you hang out with your cousin?
The bed?
Fair, yeah.
That's a large bed.
Shortest SHL Tonight episode ever.
Oh, well, you know what we didn't talk about was the draft.
I don't want to.
We didn't talk about the draft. That's true.
What about the draft? You want to talk about Nike?
Get the draft order. We can pull it up and just
just pull up the first 2 rounds and
top 12.
Yeah. I didn't pick, so I have no horse in this race.
No, it seems like you know a lot about the draft.
One of my horses is in the stream chat right now.
You have a horse?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's the Nestle Crunch Bar.
Am I responsible for this?
Well, here we go.
Nice. Okay.
Number 1, New Orleans selected Quentin Hennessy /ACM.
This is Joe's first overall. Yeah, this is the new NOLA guy through and through.
What about Slash as a NOLA guy through and through? I want to know.
His last player was on NOLA forever.
Okay.
Him and Joe are really good friends. Joe traded up to 108 to get him, so I'm guessing he's a NOLA guy through and through.
I think he's only a NOLA guy through and through because he got drafted in NOLA this time.
Twice?
He would have gone anywhere else.
Yeah, he would have gone.
Yeah, I mean, Slash.
Being a NOLA guy doesn't mean he would only go to NOLA. It means that he fits the culture in New Orleans and he's what they're looking for.
And even if he would have only gone to NOLA, Joe was like, okay, I'm going to trade up because that's the guy I want.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I can hear you there. Any other thoughts on number 1?
It's a good pick.
Great
Shut
pick.
down defender for a long time. Important to have. Yeah, very, very good pick.
Number 2, Calgary selects Polywag Pelachita.
I'm going to say it again. This is a Calgary pick through and through. But I think I do love the Poliwag render, the Pokemon. Very friendly person to talk to. Good scouting conversations. I think they're going to be a good fit for a long time at Calgary. Going to be a max earning player, and yeah, very good.
Alex asks if he is a Hagorse. It's
Most
I
likely.
believe Alex is actually like a talking llama, like Emperor's New Groove.
I was thinking like donkey vibes from like Shrek.
No. Donkey's like you think Alex is on the level of Eddie Murphy?
Alex is a Hagor.
See, this is just proof that he's really young and doesn't know anything. He hasn't seen the world.
Unbelievable.
What is happening right now?
How do you not? This is so obvious. Like it's very standard.
Yeah, this is standard. I'm not even wearing my Route 1 street hockey hat, and we're not even going.
Oh, since Ace is hiding the fact he's going bald, I will too.
Oh God, it hurts.
There we go.
You were so handsome a minute ago, and now I can't even.
No, I wasn't. Don't lie to me. No, but
you had so much hair a minute ago. Now you have none.
Texas Renegades picking Tallman, Johan Selleck, great pick.
Yeah, they moved up to do this, and the funny thing was, this one,
Philly also moved up to try to get him, and then they moved up to jump Philly to get him, which was really funny.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say, which is very kind of interesting. Yeah, so Texas knows that Philly moved up to number 4 to pick up Toman, and then what happens? Texas is like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and ship out a bunch of draft assets to move up myself. So I'll leapfrog you.
I will say, I went into the season and I was like, fuck Toman. Like every time I've talked to Toman, he's made me feel dumb. He's called me dumb to my face during a trade negotiation. And then during the scouting, Toman was my top player. Love talking to Toman. Great guy. Fantastic. Really, he's going to be great in Texas. And yeah, 10 out of 10. Love that pick for them.
Texas taking Toman with the buff pick is hilarious to me. Slicer says that is kind of
great call.
I like
That's
that
a good
too.
call.
Topical.
Number 4, Philly, who moved up to try.
If you're not getting Toman, this was the best consolation prize you could hope for.
Yeah,
degradation. Fantastic. He's a Dota player, 10 out of 10. But yeah, he's just a really good nerdy guy. Wreck-It Ralph as a render is hilarious. Great name too. But fantastic guy. He's going to fit in Philly really well. Be a stalwart blue liner for his whole career. Slam dunk pick. Yeah, absolutely excellent.
Then we have LA at number 5, picking up Frank Drebin, the New York Rangers 73 username.
Yeah, maybe not
surprise me.
Yeah,
maybe not the most talkative guy, but I feel like if you're LA, you're coming to the spot where they don't have that many assets. You're a new GM. You haven't GM'd in a while. You came back fairly recently. You take a slam dunk at a recreate who just hit 2K TPE. He's a good guy. He's respected. Very easy to talk to. Endwire's a fantastic pick, and I love that selection for them, honestly. I wasn't surprised. I was hoping he might fall. Didn't expect it, but yeah, really, really good pick for them here.
I was surprised at 5 just because I had seen a couple other names floating around in the top 5 here. But like you said, if that's a 2K player that you pretty much can guarantee knows how the league works and is gonna it's a stable pick.
It's a slam. You just want something is going to hit because you don't have a significant amount of assets. You have some great players from '83 like Lord Marshall or Lorenzo Allstott. But you want to make sure you're really hitting your picks if you don't have like a large amount of picks.
So I will say that this is the player that we had our every intention on selecting at 7. If this player slipped to 7. Now, this player indicated to us that they were going to slip to 7. They didn't expect themselves to go anytime earlier. So when we got to our pick at 7 in Nashville, we're like, well, shit. And we had previously been informed by the player that was selected at 7 that they only wanted to go to Winnipeg. So we decided at that point to move down and pick up some draft capital. So I was hoping for that individual player at that point, but we tried to make the best that we could, which was pretty interesting. So at 5, New York Rangers, great pick. The guy I wanted at 7, wonderful pick. And then number 6 happens, and it's the Minnesota Monarchs picking Sergei Romanov. It's
Romanov,
whatever. I'm not wearing.
Comes from the ISFL. Bit of a speckled past with head office there, is my understanding. Had some, comments back in the day that might not have been the most acceptable, or might have been frowned upon a little bit. But Minnesota is going to like the energy that he's bringing. A lot of excitement, a lot of activity, and we're going to see how that pick pans out for him.
Nike, what do you got on this one? Anything? I don't know Tim at all, so I honestly did no scouting in this draft.
Yeah, Nike.
I have nothing to add.
He brought up, let's do the draft review, but he's got nothing to add to any of this.
Yeah, this is your fault. Honestly.
No, well, I have something to add. The next pick, I think, is a phenomenal pick, and I didn't know the insight that you had provided, Ace, on the Cap wanting to go to Winnipeg. But
I would have loved to have selected that player, but so my philosophy as a general manager, and maybe this differentiates from other SHL GMs, but I don't think it does from either of you two. But my philosophy is I'm never going to draft somebody that actively doesn't want to be on my team. Like, I'm not going to do that. The most important thing for everybody in this community is that we want people to be in a team that they want to be, so that maximizes their enjoyment. Because this is what it is for everybody, right? It's a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. And if somebody genuinely wants to be somewhere else, I'm not going to draft them. This player drafted at number 7 was the player that was the top of my list at that point with the available players that were to me.
I mean, A-Cap's fantastic.
100% fantastic user.
I think he wanted to play Hello board games with Sync and Rocat is what happened.
Probably, yeah. That's probably exactly what happened. And I said to him, hey, if you don't want to be here, that's fine. We'll make a move and we'll find somebody that does want to be a member of my team. And luckily, we were able to find a transaction that worked, and Winnipeg was able to move up and acquire Thunder Speaker at number 7, A Capital Chicago, and that's a great pick for them, and it's going to be a huge member of their core for the future.
Absolutely agree. A-Cap's fantastic. He's looking for people. If you play the board game Spirit Island, shoot A-Cap a Discord message. He'll definitely play with you. Great guy. Used to be the SMJHL commissioner when they went through the last expansion. Dipped immediately after expansion just to mess with Schwarz a little bit. But yeah, very friendly guy. Great dude. Going to fit into Winnipeg really well.
Nike, any thoughts on this pick?
Yeah, it was slam dunk. Another one of those slam dunks. Like, A-Cap is getting probably close to max earning, if not max earning, certainly, and a mainstay in the locker room, going to be involved in the community. Like, there's no downside here.
Next up, number 8, we have Buffalo, and they had selected, after a lot of trade transactions, Pride Tape, or Murr, aka Hannah.
Yeah, they were a longtime Rage member on their last player. Basically, I think it was season 62 they got taken there. They were basically synonymous with the Rage. They have a moat there for Hannah. It's the Man Hannah Rage, I believe, which is like the rainbow Rage emoticon.
With the knife?
Yeah, with the knife. Exactly.
Yes.
But yeah, she's a great person, very friendly, easy to talk to. I tried to draft her sister when she was in the league very briefly. She immediately went inactive after I drafted her. But yeah, getting her at 8 is kind of a coup. But she'll fit in with some great people in Buffalo, and definitely help the. I know BV's trying to bring out a gay agenda, and this will definitely help that.
I was just thinking that, I think Hannah and BV are going to be really good friends.
Oh, throwing ball picks too, yeah,
yeah,
100%.
They just have such similar personalities, I think, in kind of the way that they interact with the league. And I think I think this is a great pick for Buffalo. I think it fits their culture. It really is like. I think Hannah's awesome. I think Hannah's probably going to be missed by Manhattan, like regularly being around in Manhattan. But I think Buffalo's a great landing spot.
Well, what I want to know is why Kari is judging me for my headwear attire tonight.
I mean, it's very simple. It's the spirit of the podcast where we don't wear helmets.
Yeah, honestly, we don't care about the rules here. It's the spirit of the rules that we're trying to adhere to.
All right, let's go.
Number 9.
Let's go 2 more picks.
No, we got 3 more picks.
Oh, we're going all the way to 12?
I don't even want to be here.
We'll go to 11.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh, okay, fair.
Regardless, I got to talk about my boy Tobias Crunk here. Nestle Crunk. He was a waiver pickup at Ottawa. He's a Habs fan, so.
Dude, I love that guy.
But he's a really friendly guy. He's got a lot of energy. Did some World Junior coaching. He's one of the few people that like really tried a whole bunch of like first time GMing, tried a whole bunch of different strats and tried to learn FHM as a coach rather than just like collect the easy paycheck for setting your roster. He's really excited about the league, brings a lot of energy. And yeah, I'm stoked to have him around. He's a really great guy. He's in the chat now. He comes to all the SHL Tonights now. And yeah, we've played some rematch together too. He's British, which is, pretty fun.
Yeah, if you play rematch?
Yeah.
There's
like a bunch of SHL guys that play rematch. You're the only one who's not in there, honestly.
No, I play with like Trella and Clint Eastwood and Slash ACM. I play with all those guys.
Well, we gotta get it because I play with like Raj and Cal and shit.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I play on Xbox though, so there's no crossplay right now.
Oh, we gotta get crossplay. Yeah, I'm on the PC. Yeah. But yeah, great guy, fantastic. I'm
honestly, my scouting chats with this guy were like legendary. I really enjoyed my chats with this guy.
I think the only thing that might have not made him a top pick is how many like absurdly fantastic recreates there were.
So the fact that he's a Habs fan, which is pretty fucking gross.
The fact he's a Habs fan, we definitely brought him down.
Pretty nasty.
Yeah, fantastic guy. I'm stoked to have him on the team.
I'm starting to learn something about Hiff's antics here. He's like, tell more people that you like the Habs. It'll work out, I promise.
Yeah, he'll slide in the
First of all, his Discord profile picture of the Habs player. Let's just get that out of the way first. He's not hiding this fact.
There were people that didn't know I was a Bruins fan, and I have Bergeron with the cup in mind. So
yeah, it's not the jersey though; it's just the face. His is the jersey.
No, it's the whole thing. It's Bergeron with the cup over his head.
Hold up, let me see your picture. Oh, it is. Yeah. Okay, you're right. I don't know how
honestly though. Bergeron is like he transcends team.
Maybe they just think you're Quebecois and you just really like Patrice.
Alex says he's with me here. I don't know what he's with me with.
He stands with you though.
He's always with me.
He's standing with your spirit.
Meanwhile, Nestle Crunk says that I hate him.
Oh, Nestle Crook's got look at that custom graphic profile. Like,
look at this thing. Pretty cool.
But yeah, we'll go into 10. Calgary took Cherith Cute Story, the player Gary Winters. I believe this guy is actually like a published author. He's got a book on Amazon, which is pretty cool.
Wait, is that the one that was posted on the site?
If it's not Gob's book, it's the other book that would be on Amazon.
I remember Gob also had one that was published on Amazon. Okay. Yes.
Gob's got like 8 at this point, but yeah, he is also an author. You can get his book on Amazon. I haven't yet, but I've heard good things.
Some of the best fairy smut you can read.
Yeah, 100%. It's actually Fairy X Dragon. They went the Shrek motif, but changed fairies for donkeys.
Yeah, it's a new expansion brand that's coming out. You're gonna hear about in 3 seasons.
The fair dragon, yeah. But yeah, great user, really friendly to talk to. Was definitely high on my board. They're getting a really good pick at 10 here with Calgary. We're not. Come on now. What are we doing here?
Okay, can I also just say legendary SHL last name?
Winters is Winters 100%. I think Winter singular is the legend, but Dominic Winters is the all-time SHL playoff point leader now. So fits in there.
There's something in the player ID that if you have that combination of letters in your last name. It just happens to like turn the dial a little bit in the background.
I got that, but only in the SMJHL. The second I hit the SHL, I'm garbage.
Well, it's a different player. You have the new ID when you go over to the other day.
And he never spends that long in the majors anyway. So
look, you don't get where I am having the most SHL players by not retiring and hitting regression like a loser. Number 11, we have the Valkyries up again. They took Valo Kiskinen, the user Mikal95. I had him in Edmonton on his last player, Buck Keithley. B-Fine and Boom drafted him. In the same draft I was in, he went the pick. No, he didn't go the pick after me. He went 9 in that draft. So he fell a little bit here, but this S63 was an all-time horrible draft. But he's a really great, friendly person. He's got fantastic memes. A really cute wiener dog named Lorenzo. And you wouldn't know it.
Lorenzo? Are you kidding me? That's great.
Well, I'm going to send you Lorenzo. You're going to put Lorenzo on the stream right fucking now.
Let's do it. Let's send it.
So we got this. This is the picture of Lorenzo today.
Don't look at my Discord, everybody. Come on.
All right, hold up. There we go. We got Lorenzo today.
Oh my God! Look at Lorenzo, everybody.
Oh my God.
Where is he? I just see a little face. Where's the rest of him? This is a cute boomer.
We can get the rest of him. We got more Lorenzo pictures.
We got more.
Can we get more Lorenzo pictures in the S84 rookie channel, please, for the for those who subscribe?
I don't know if I can find more Lorenzo pictures. It might be in Ottawa. I'd have to scroll through. My brother also recently got a puppy, so there's pictures of him there. But my name in Ottawa is actually #1 Lorenzo fan because of this dog.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a really good guy. He's real life friends with Rashford. Rashford brought him into the league. So I told Rashford I had dibs on him.
Rashford brought Lorenzo into the league?
Not Lorenzo, but Mikal.
Okay. This is Bjorn. This is my dog.
Yeah.
Big dog.
Big boy.
We're going to start sharing photos now.
100%. Yeah, very excited
this
to bring
him. This is probably better than the trip down Route 1 from last episode.
All right. So did we want to maybe like name a player or two we thought were steals that might have occurred?
Sure. My picks that I made, all of them were very good picks.
Ace, I thought I was actually going to go to your pick at 17. I think Bottas is one of those, like, been around a long time, slam dunk. I think Bottas joined in the big S20 class, I think. Has been around 5+ years, I think, at this point. So, like, that was a name that stuck out to me. You know, if I had not passed immediately when the draft started, if that had got to like 20 and Bottas was still on the board, I'd be like, I probably want to trade in. Can I unpass and get back in here?
Yeah, I mean, Bottas is a great pick. I could fully agree with that. I do think I really like. It's a very low key selection, and it could go either way. But if SFP can keep Chef Marco around, Sledgehammer Pete, he's one of the friendliest, funniest people I've talked to in sim leagues at 28. I think he'd be a really great person to build your blue line around. Really fun, friendly user. And if anyone likes Marco's Pizza, he's the guy. You can just hit him up for that.
What the hell is Marco's Pizza?
Some kind of pizza company. I don't know. I'm not American.
I am American. I don't know what it is.
Is that like a local pizza?
Don't ask. I don't know. It's some kind of chain.
No, you made a you did an interjection about
Marco's Pizza. We'll get the answer for you.
If only new to name drop the pizza company,
but for real, the guy knows nothing about
fifth largest pizza brand in America.
No way.
I've never heard of this.
Papagino's, Pizza Hut, Domino's. We're talking about Marco's.
It's in
Pizza.
I love how you.
Ohio.
Okay, all right. First off, you just name dropped a New England chain that's not even like super popular with
Papagino's is not national. My bad.
No, it's very much New England. That's so
Everybody
funny.
knows Papagino's, right?
It's so expensive now. I love Papagino's. It's so expensive.
They still exist?
They do. Oh yeah, they do.
Okay, you live.
We should do Street View on Papagino's.
All right, I do want to shout out though that I got Thief of Cheese at 29, and his last player's a slam dunk first ballot Hall of Famer went in as one of the
I really
greatest players.
wanted Thief of Cheese, and you fucking sniped him before I
Yeah.
picked him up. So
Very excited for him. Love Thief of Cheese. He's been great in the locker room so far. We asked a lot of cheese questions.
I think I saw
Selfishly,
Thief
just
of
like you
Cheese
did.
on some top tens.
Yeah.
I don't
he
know
was on there.
why he fell. Maybe because Luke couldn't get a pick or something. I don't know, but
I think it had to do. I mean, I talked to him beforehand, and he was like, I'll be completely candid with you. My earning has kind of fallen off because I haven't enjoyed the J as much as I thought I would, and I'm hoping to get drafted to a team that will rekindle that for me and get me back to my normal earning that I usually do, which I completely understand. Like, I totally get that.
Do you know the lore in his last player where he went in the draft?
No.
So he went into the S63 draft and said, "Yeah, I'm probably just doing J only." Luke took him, made one of the greatest SHL players of all time. So this, I've been earning. You get him back. He's going. He gets into it once,
So this is
he's on the team.
This is your opportunity then to prove that you are not as good as Luke. When
I don't need to prove that. Luke will come on here next week and tell you that to my face. I went on his podcast, Rich and Luke, and he to my face like, "You're a bad GM."
We got hold on. Kari's sending us some Ace, pull it up.
Did I get something?
Check your Discord.
The official pizza of New England. There it is.
Thank you, Kari.
Papagino's. Yeah, let's go.
I did not know that. I just
you
thought
get
it was
yourself,
a staple everywhere.
You get yourself a large pepperoni. You got the double pepperoni on the pepperoni pizza. It'll only be like $40 for one fucking pizza. It's ridiculous. Unbelievable.
It hits.
It does hit though. Like,
it hits
honestly,
so hard, especially like after a day of skiing or being in a rink all day. It is just there's something about Papagino's.
I was like crackhead skinny at 18 years old, and my parents would order. I know it's a surprise. Looking at me now, it's very surprising. But back in the day, it happened, and my parents would order a Papagino's pizza, a pepperoni pizza. I'd fucking delete the whole thing. Like, my parents would come back and be like, "Where'd the pizza go?" I was like, "I don't know. Like, my sister ate it." But,
Bjorn 1.0.
Yeah, exactly. It was all gone. Selfishly, I'm going to shout out Han the Man.
Han the Man's
13. Yep. Honestly, this is a player that was picked in a lot of mocks in the top like 7.
Yep.
And the fact that they slipped all the way to 13, I didn't have as many conversations with them as I would have liked to, but just the fact that they slipped there to us, they've already been doing some really awesome Nashville sound signatures and everything like that. So we're very happy with that pick.
He was very high on my list. I talked to him quite a bit. Great pick, 100%.
I think this was a really fun draft this season. There was like a lot of really fun
great to be a part of. Would have loved to.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to participate. Yeah,
would have been nice if you could show up, Nike. Yeah.
I don't have any budget room. I literally have $500,000 in the budget.
Is that because you have 2 max earning goalies?
It could be. Yeah, it could be.
All right, we have a very important question. How far?
Fuck off, S Fresh.
How far is Papagino's from?
Yeah, from Hockeytown, USA.
If it's not at the Walmart across the street, it's not the official pizza of New England.
There's got to be. There's
an hour?
No. There's one in Saugus. There's one in Saugus. It's attached to the D'Angelo's.
There we go. 2 minutes. It's 1 mile away. There it is. Right
just
here.
Walk us down that's walking us the other way down Route 1.
Are we doing the street view again or just going down?
I'm telling you,
Fuck off.
We're here.
Next to the D'Angelo's.
There it is. It's in the D'Angelo's.
Both places
Hockeytown's that way, past the KFC and Taco Bell.
Both places should be out of business.
What do we got across the street? A Speedway, gas station? Yep. Pats win, you win. Papagenos.com rewards.
They're not
Pats
giving
win.
away anything free this year or last year.
Yeah, we're not.
Well, this year they might be giving it. They might be giving it away for free.
We do have
the Pats might
T-Mobile
win 9
care.
games.
You think? Okay, what are you gonna bet if the Pats win 9 games? Because I'll slam the under on that any fucking day.
9 games.
I'll bet you 20 mil.
I don't have.
You don't have 20 mil to spare.
Yeah, I do. I have like 220 mil in my account.
You think that's a lot?
Must be nice.
Poor.
I only got 8 digits.
I got 400 million.
All right, get us off Street View. I don't want to do Route 1 right now. I'm gonna go to bed. You're scarring me before bed.
I think we're done. I'm done. I meant to be done like fucking an
hour and a half ago.
You didn't even let me, guys.
All right, that's the hour limit. We'll see you hopefully next week on SHL Tonight. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah.
Love you guys. Yeah. Bye.
Thanks, everybody. It was great having you. Love y'all. Catch you next time.